My name is Pettyjohn. I am 68 years of age. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's 11 years ago. My symptoms were mostly shaking with my right hand, feeling very tired, and shaking and unsteady. And when I finally got the diagnosis, I was sort of relieved, and then I had to find out what Parkinson's was. I found out it was incurable. I found out it was progressive, and I decided to learn all about it that I possibly could, and I was going to fight it. I was treated with cinnamon, which is the gold standard, and it helped for quite a while. And then I was added more drugs, and I just kept getting a little worse, and that's the way it goes, until I wasn't doing very well. And then we found out about magnoceutical therapy. Before I got on the magnoceutical therapy, I was tired and I drug, and life was really rough. I just didn't accomplish very much, and I was sad most of the time. I started magnoceutical therapy about 2 years ago when they went into the phase 2 part of it. I think my initial expectation was I would feel better and shake less. I did. I have been in the program for about 2 years, and I am still better than I was before I started, even when you take into consideration the decline that would be natural for Parkinson's. I am still in the magnoceutical therapy program. I'm coming up less often than I used to, but it is still helping me. I still feel that I am better than I would have been without it. Life is very good at this point. I think the biggest benefit to me of this therapy is it gave me back myself. I find it easier to talk with people. I find I have more confidence, and it's things that I cannot put my finger on, but people who know me before and now really can tell the difference. I would be so very thankful for the 2 years of improvement and quality of life it gave me. I would be so sad for the world that it was not available.
My name is J.D. Pettyjohn. I am 75 years of age. I'm the husband of Darlene Pettyjohn, and Darlene has Parkinson's and was diagnosed approximately 11 years ago. And after magnoceutical therapy was started, and we were coming 3 times a week in the first 8 weeks, everything seems to change. She didn't get the dyskinesia. It wasn't as prevalent. She was more relaxed. About the 5th treatment that she had, I noticed a great change, because when she came to the car and got in and fastened her seatbelt, then her hands went to her lap like this. She just sat there just as she normally would 10 years prior, you know. One of the greatest benefits of magnoceutical therapy for my wife, in my opinion, is it lowered her anxiety greatly. When the treatment would wear off, you could tell it. Her attitude changes. She just completely changes all over. And then when she finally gets back up to here, gets her treatment, then it's fine for the next couple of days. Then it starts wearing off, and then her balance is getting, I would say, a little bit worse at the present time, because she's, in my opinion, not getting enough of the treatments, because it is in a maintenance program at the present time, which is only one hour a week, where before she had 3 times a week at an hour and a half each session, and you could tell a greater difference. Oh, there's no question in my mind that magnoceutical therapy is working for my wife. It's given her a better quality of life. If she could no longer have magnoceutical therapy, it would be heartbreaking. She would miss it greatly. She would go down the same road as everyone else that hasn't participated in the program. We have many friends, well, many, maybe 12 or 15 people that we know very well in the Parkinson's group in Pueblo, Colorado, and we see them getting worse day by day. And we would like it, if possible, to get this thing up and rolling so that they could benefit from it too. I can tell you how important magnoceutical therapy is to me and my wife. When starting the program, we were driving 220 miles round trip 3 times a week for 16 weeks when gasoline was at $3.89 a gallon. We were far from being rich, but we felt that this was doing so much good for her that we would go at any cost, period.
Magneceutical therapy for me has meant I got my old self back. I became more the person my husband married and has lived with for 41 years. I was easier to talk with, I was more calm. The anxiety, which I had a big amount of, is not so prominent now. I think it's given me a quality of life I never expected to have again.
Magneceutical therapy for us has meant a great deal to me because of the role that I play as a caretaker for my wife, past and present, and into the future. We can get along without it if you stick a gun to our head and tell us we can't have it, but we'd rather have it and much more of it, not only for my wife and myself, but for others. It will benefit everybody that it touches.
If magneceutical therapy were taken away from me today, I would be so very thankful for the 2 years I got and for the quality of life I came back to. And I'd be very sad for myself, selfishly, and for everyone else who could not ever have this quality of life returned to them.